IDSA represents over 50% of the gross direct selling industry in India. So these 19 companies alone are contributing to more than 50% of the overall Indian turnover. Now let's just quickly understand what direct selling concept is all about, or how direct selling works. So this is how a retail, traditional retail supply chain works. So you have manufacturer on one end and consumer on the other end. So what happens is, for a product to pass from manufacturer to consumer, it has to pass through various intermediaries like distributor, wholesaler, retailer, and at every stage some 15-20% markup is added to the project cost. Now what direct selling does is, direct selling removes these intermediaries and we replace them by our network of sellers, whom we call direct sellers. So in this way we are able to bring the manufacturer and consumer closer to each other, and that's why the companies are able to offer good quality, best quality products, world-class quality products to our consumers at very affordable prices, because we have virtually eliminated the intermediaries. How direct selling evolved? So direct selling, it started in the year 1886 when world's first direct selling company Avon was established. Now Avon is also a member of IDSA. By 1925, now this is primarily, the industry was focused in USA that time. So by 1925, the industry was already generating a turnover of 300 to 500 million USD. By 1960s, emergence of new companies had started to come up, different kind of models had started to come up, compensation plans. By 1970s, the product portfolio got diversified. Now earlier when the industry started, this business was primarily focused around selling cosmetics products, or probably, let's say, home appliances or books. But by 1970s, household goods, household products, nutraceutical products, they started to, being offered. By 1996, as I mentioned earlier, was the year in which direct selling industry started in India, taking advantage of the liberal FDI policies. Companies like Avon, Amway, Oriflame, Herbalife, they opened their India office. Indian companies like Modicare, they started their business in India. 2017 was the landmark year for the industry. For the first time, industry in India crossed the turnover of 10,000 crores. Now let's just quickly see how the global direct selling industry is performing. So as I'm presenting before you the data for the last 4 years. So in 2020, the global retail size of the industry is valued at 179.3 billion US dollars. Now you can see that there is a marginal dip from year 2018 to 2019. Now this marginal dip was largely because of some regulatory challenges that the industry faced in China. Now China is a very big market. It's currently ranked at number 2. So I think $30 billion comes from China alone. So you can very well imagine that if the industry faces some issues in China, it is bound to impact the overall world figures also. So if you exclude the Chinese number, which is given there at the bottom, I'm not very sure whether you can read it or not, industry is still able to maintain a constant, growth only. But yes, as you can see from 2019 to 20, we have again started our trajectory back, the global figures. Now, which region actually is contributing the most to the global direct selling sales? So Asia continues to be the topmost region, both in terms of sales as well as in terms of number of direct sellers. Now Asia region contributes nearly 43% of the global direct selling sales. Americas, that's the North America and the Southern America, they contribute 36%. European region contributes nearly 20%, and the African and the Middle East region is an emerging market. As of now, this entire African continent and the Middle Eastern part, they contribute nearly 1%. Now, which product categories are most sellable when we talk about the global numbers? So wellness tops the chart globally. 36.2% of the global sales comes from wellness segment alone, followed by cosmetics, which is 26.2%, household goods, nearly 14%, and then there are other categories also like clothing, financial services, and various other agriculture, home durables. But largely, it's these 3 categories globally: wellness, cosmetics, and household. Number of direct sellers. Now globally, 125.4 million people are working as active full-time direct sellers in the industry. Out of these 125.4 million, 26% are men and 74% are women. So direct selling industry, many of you may recall also, in India also, the industry was for a very long duration dominated by women doing business. So globally, women still dominate. 74% of the direct sellers are women, 26% are men. Now, which age group are sending the most, direct sellers? So as you can see, globally, virtually people from every age group find direct selling to be the preferred mode of earning a self-income. But yes, from the age group of 35 to 54, nearly 50%, more than 50% of the direct sellers comes from this age group alone. Now let's just look at how Indian direct selling industry has performed in the year 2019-20. So I'm presenting before you the data for the last 4 years. That's from financial year 2016-17 to financial 2019-20. Now industry has grown at a CAGR of 18% over these 4 years, and in 2019-20 the industry was valued at the gross turnover, not valuation, the gross turnover was 16,776 crores. Now compared to a year before, 2018-19, industry registered year-on-year growth of 28%. Now this growth rate of 28% is amongst the highest globally. If you look at the top 20 direct selling countries around the world, India since last 3 years is registering the highest year-on-year growth as well as highest CAGR over a period of 4 years. Sorry for the technical glitch. I think slide 14. Slide 14. Yeah, please move up. Yeah, from this one. Thank you. So let's just see which product categories are selling most in India. So I already shared with you the global data. In India, pretty much on the lines of global trends, wellness, however, contributes more than 50% here alone. Nutraceutical range, the wellness, the general health benefit, products that offer health benefits. 57% of the sales comes from wellness segment alone, followed by cosmetics, which contributes nearly 22%. So you can see that between wellness and cosmetics, nearly 80% of the turnover from the industry comes from these two product categories alone. But yes, household goods is one category that is fast coming up. Food and beverages is coming up, home care, and then there are other categories, small categories like agriculture, books, toys, and stationery, and all kind of other things. Let's just see how Indian direct selling industry is positioned globally. So I'm sharing with you the data for top 15 markets around the world. This is for the year 2019. So I'm going to share a year before and for the year 2020 to show how the India has moved up in the ranks. So globally, United States is the #1 country for direct selling, closely followed by China. In 2019, Indian direct selling industry, the retail size of the industry was valued at $2.48 billion US, and we were ranked at number 15th. What happened in 2020 was, if you look on the left side of the slide, UK moved out, Germany moved up, Canada and India moved up, and Russia entered. India managed to move up by nearly 3 spots, and we are in 2020 now at rank 12, and the retail size of the industry is currently valued at $3.02 billion US. Now again, I would like to remind everyone that this is the data for the year before COVID struck. Now we are very sure, we are very hopeful, and the early trends have also indicated that Indian direct selling industry has performed exceptionally well during the COVID period. And by the time the data for 2021 will be out, India is sure going to have a place among the top 10 countries. Now, which region in India is contributing the most to the overall direct selling turnover? So, North India contributes nearly 28%, Northeast India contributes 10%, East India 26%, West India 23%, and Southern India contributes nearly 13%. Now, which are the top 5 direct selling states in India? So, Odisha is currently ranked at number 5. Odisha contributes nearly 5% of the overall Indian direct selling sales, followed by Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, and Maharashtra continues to top the chart. I would like to specifically mention here that Assam is currently ranked at number 9th in the overall Indian direct selling sales. Now, you may recall that when I shared with you the global data, 74% of the direct sellers were women. And in fact, in India also, for almost 22 years, women absolutely, dominated the industry. But since last 3 years, we have seen a kind of role reversal, and that's why I thought let me just present with you the data for these 3 years. So in 2017-18, the ratio of men and women was 49% were men and 51% were women. 2018-19, the ratio changed to 50-50. So there were equal number of men and equal number of women direct sellers. This year, for the first time in 25 years of direct selling history in India, men have outnumbered women direct sellers, which is kind of a good sign also. So earlier direct selling, what we can probably, the key takeaway from here would be that earlier it was taken or considered as a career option for, let's say, our homemakers, probably who want to have some sort of supplemental income, but now many people are taking direct selling as a full-time serious career option, and that's why you see more and more men now joining the industry. So can you do the full screen? No, I think slide 20. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so we discussed this with. So for the first time in India, now this is completely reversal from the global trend. Nowhere except from India that men have actually outnumbered women. If you go anywhere, women are still outnumbering men. Age-wise split of direct sellers in India. Now, which age group is sending the most number of direct sellers? So, age group of 18 to 24 is sending around 15%. The legal age to enter into direct selling business is 18 years, as per the Indian Contracts Act, because all direct selling entities, they enter into a contract, formal contract with the direct seller, which is strictly on principal to principal basis. Globally, yes, people from as early as 15 years they start the business, but this is not so in India. So again, as you can see, people from virtually every age group are joining the industry as full-time direct sellers. But yes, again, between the age groups of 25-34 and 35-44, nearly 60% of the direct sellers are coming from this age group alone. So that was for the Indian data and the global data. Let me quickly share with you the Northeast data. So can we have the other presentation? Yeah, the other presentation, 3 slides. Play it from slide 1. Yeah, thank you so much. So let me quickly share with you how Assam and other northeastern states are doing. Now this is again the data for 2019-20. It's my duty to again remind you. So let's just quickly start. So with Assam, as I said, Assam is currently ranked at number 9th in India. So the industry generated a turnover of 771 crores from Assam alone. And there are over 2 lakh, nearly 2 lakh direct sellers working in the state of Assam. So if you calculate it backwards, the industry has contributed more than 100 crores to the state exchequer in the form of GST also. So we are making a big difference to the overall socio-economic improvement of the state. Moving on to Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh generated a business of 42 crores, considering it's a hill state with a very less population. But yes, there are over 10,000